Time trial day on the UAE tour. Just 9 kilometres of it, you understand. Out from Ajman and back again. Well, a turning point was to be a turning point perhaps of the race. With a tailwind out and a headwind return, this was going to be a tough course, tougher than it actually looked on paper, and maybe more difficult than the distance suggested. Well, the intermediate checkpoint at the turn, and some drama guaranteed. How would the GC men fare? Well, we'd have to wait for Tadej Pogačar, but it was his teammate that set off first. What a great performance it turned out to be as well. Mikkel Bjerg, just outside the 10-minute mark. We reckoned a podium you'd have to trim underneath that margin. Filip Matysiuk, he found out just how difficult life can be, and with a dusty road surface because of the wind. We had more of it yesterday, but it still had an impact. And what an impact was issued by Stefan Bissegger. Brilliance at work. A team that often punches above its weight. Stefan Bissegger, though, when it comes to time trialling, and especially this kind of distance, he's a man who can be in charge. And today, he was. Brilliance at work. Kept it smooth, and indeed was bossing the course both out and back. Finding his Minuteman along the way. Venturini eaten up, and so indeed was to be the rest of the field. What scraps would be left by the time he got here? The time was amazing. Brilliant at work. 9:43, 24 seconds to the good of some very accomplished time trialists who'd been before. So what was to come? Well, of course, the world champion and Pippo Ganna. Before we even got there, however, we had to ponder those who were going to make an impact. João Almeida was definitely one of those, and some were saying he should have been on the podium for the day. How close would the Portuguese get? We're about to find out. Almost a lonely place out there, but he won plenty of plaudits as he crossed the line, second quickest with a 10.05. Still, that 10-minute margin looked like a bridge that would be broken by very few. Ganna, though, had other ideas. Tightening up his shoes, he was ready to prove why he carries the world champion's bands. He meant business, and he attacked every single one of the corners. Took him a while to even settle into the seat, and once he was there, he looked majestic. Could he, however, unseat Bissegger, who'd sat in the hot seat for well over an hour by the time Ganna took to the course? Some changes in the weather conditions, but it didn't diminish any of the performances on the day. They were marginal in the end. It was all about power, poise and performance. Ganna, of course, on a big stage, is one of the leading men, but today it was not to be his day. Still under the 10-minute mark, however, good enough for second place only. Well, our attention started to turn to those who would be battling it out for the general classification, with Adam Yates, Tadej Pogačar and of course Tom Dumoulin still to come. How would things settle between them ahead of the climbing day to Jabal Jais? Tadej Pogačar set off in pursuit of Adam Yates. Yates himself producing an excellent time, but Pogačar was out for more than that. He wanted brilliance, and we're kind of used to seeing it from him. By the time we got to the split, he was already looking amazing. On the return, equally so, just missing out on busting the 10 minutes, third quickest at that point. Significantly though, Pogačar winning 11 seconds of a cushion over Adam Yates, heading to Jabal Jais on the climbing day tomorrow. Bissegger still sat glued to his seat. Nobody was getting close to his times. Could Tom Dumoulin do it? Well, he's had a layoff from cycling. It's been a lengthy one. He's got his head and his body together. He is, of course, the Netherlands champion, time trialist, and wears those world champions bands as accent to his kit. Well, he set off on the return, and it looked very, very good indeed. Again, the 10-minute mark would be broken. So few did it. Great to see Tom Dumoulin back where he needs to be, amongst the very best. Bissegger, though, with the thumbs up and a microphone ready for the interview of the winner. And he was, by a margin of 7 seconds over Ganna. Tom Dumoulin 14 seconds in arrears, ahead of Tadej Pogačar. Almeida, some great performances here, not least Jasper Philipsen, the sprinter, who hands over the leader's jersey to guess who? Today's winner. So Bissegger will carry the jersey, the leader's jersey, into the mountains tomorrow, but what will be by the day's end? As always in this race, nobody knows. You'll have to join us to find out.